but is hopeful it will not end in divorce. I see you, Carson Wentz. You don't speak those D words around here. Bucky is back with us. But Marcellus, you okay with how Carson Wentz handled being benched?
Nope, not okay with it at all. And I'm going to have to hold myself back from really just telling you how deeply I feel about what Carson Wentz is doing right now, because it's offensive almost, if you think it's offensive. Okay. Oh, now you can't talk to the media, Carson Wentz. That same fire that warmed you to the tune of $128 million extension, you talking to the media, you being a leader for this team, you being a captain for this team, you playing well through your MVP candidacy and all the times where you resurrected the Eagles in the latter part of the season, you could talk to the media. But that same fire that warmed you and gave you all that love is now the same fire that wants to burn you, and you can't stand the heat. Oh, I can't stand a fluffy person like that. Only want to talk half the time when it's good for you. The other half of the time, you want to run away. Feels like you're using the media in that state, in that context. These are character-revealing moments. And what's sad is I'm starting to see the character of Carson Wentz as having that front-runner mentality, that safe space that he likes to stay in. But when someone approaches him, when adversity is fronting him and is right there, oh, where's Carson Wentz going to go? Silent. And that's sad, because I hear a lot of resentment from the commoners, normal people in this world who didn't play pro sports. And let's be real about it, Acho. Let's be real about it, Bucky. We didn't get all that money to play a child's game. We get all that money to do the things we don't want to do.
That's fair.
And this is something you don't want to do, Carson Wentz. That's fine. But own up. Be responsible. Be a leader. Be a captain. And speak on it instead of running from that same heat.
Running, what this man running from?
He ain't speak.
This man ain't running from nothing, Sal.
What?
Now, let me say, Sal, you have been in public relationships before, have you not?
Public? What's that mean? Dating somebody famous?
Like, either dating somebody famous or the world knows about your relationship.
I hope not. I try to keep it on the DL. But yeah, okay, I can say yes for your take.
Fair. If not, I can say I've been in a public...
Oh, okay. Speak for yourself.
I will.
Speak for yourself. Let me try to put my... I ain't got no receipts.
I wanted to speak with you.
Nobody knows who I know.
Fine.
Okay.
I will speak for myself.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Since you don't want to help a brother out of
Man.
I've been in a public relationship before, America. It's my counseling therapy session.
Let's talk.
And in my public relationship, when the relationship ended, I didn't say anything. I didn't give a reason as to why. I didn't speak. I didn't tweet. I didn't IG post. Why? Because I wanted to protect the relationship and still protect the other person. I didn't speak because I did not speak because I was scared. I didn't stay quiet because I was too meek. No, I did so respectfully. Carson Wentz, he did not speak because he was scared. He did not speak because he was a leader.
You sure?
He didn't speak to the media yesterday because the truth hurts. And I ain't talking about Jalen. He didn't speak to the media yesterday because the truth is offensive. Carson Wentz ain't going to go out there and say what he wants to say what he needs to say, because it's only going to cause more chaos. I ain't got no issue with Carson Wentz and how he's handling this situation. But enough about the podium. Let's talk about the stats. Let's talk about the facts. Carson Wentz is actually handling this better than most. Because when you get replaced by somebody who hasn't actually proven they're substantially or significantly better than you, I would be upset too. When you get replaced by somebody who ain't even shown that they really the man for the job, I would be upset too. Why am I saying this? Can we look at the full screen, please? Again, I didn't create the news. I'm just reporting it. Marcellus, I want you to pay attention to this one, because I did this one just for you.
You did this?
Just for you.
Oh, my God.
Carson Wentz, he was on pace to go 4-11-1.
Pace.
Jalen Hurts on pace to go 4-12. That was 1-3. Jalen Hurts was as a starter. Carson Wentz, 28 passing touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. That was his pace. Total. Jalen Hurts, 32 total. Carson Wentz, 25 giveaways. Jalen Hurts, 20 giveaways. Carson Wentz, 57% completion percentage. Worse than the NFL amongst qualifiers. Except if you include Jalen Hurts. Then he was worse. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that Jalen Hurts was bad. I'm just sitting here saying these two characters are far too comparable for you to say that Carson Wentz should just be okay with the backup role because Jalen Hurts is significantly better. He's not. 2019, Week 16, must-win game. Cowboys versus Eagles. Carson Wentz won that game. Game on the line, 17-9. 2020, Week 16, must-win game. Cowboys versus Eagles. Two-possession game. 5 minutes left. Jalen Hurts at the 15. Turnover. Two-possession game. 3.5 minutes left. Jalen Hurts, turnover. All I'm going to say is Carson Wentz is watching Jalen Hurts like, wait a second, bro.
Wait a minute.
I was struggling, but you struggling too. As simple as that, Bucky.
You know, I love how you always reference that one game the Cowboys by 2 scores. And Jalen Hurts turns it over. It's a 2-score thing.
That's they want. That's they want.
Desperation and all. I dig it. And you know what I also love? I love this new math that they must have taught you at Texas where you take stats and you stretch them out so they look like they're real, but they're imagined. So here's what I'm going to do. I believe in real statistics. And the real statistics say that when Carson Wentz stopped playing and we look at the stats, passer rating, 34th. You know there are only 32 teams in the league?
Oh.
When I look at completion percentage, 34th. Once again, there are only 32 teams in the league, 32 starters. Passing yards per game, 33rd. I mean, can we at least just get into the realm where he can be with the qualified starting quarterbacks? And then when I look at the giveaways, the most, he finished with the most and didn't play the last 4 games. So why should we be acquiescing to his babyish demands? I think it's ridiculous that a franchise quarterback, hold on, scratch that, that a quarterback is having these kinds of issues. I don't understand.
Show me some of the ribs.
And really, the only thing that I've learned from Carson Wentz, I learned from Carson Wentz that when you're a baby, you need to have plenty of Kleenex and tissue to dry your eyes. Things don't go your way, because that is the only thing that he accomplished this year. He showed us how to be a big old baby. He's a baby.
I'm a respectful, God-fearing man, so I'm going to watch my mouth on this show.
Oh, let's go.
But what kind of nonsense you talking about, Bucky Brooks? What did Carson Wentz do that was so reflective or indicative of being a baby? I don't know. I don't know, America. Carson Wentz was frustrated that he got benched by a quarterback that has yet to prove that he's actually better than Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz got frustrated that the quarterback that replaced him went 1-3. Carson Wentz got frustrated that his team, which he led to the playoffs, which eventually won a Super Bowl, is now being run by a 22-year-old quarterback who couldn't win in the must-win moment. I am sorry, Bucky. I do not see the childlike behavior. If Jalen Hurts had gone in and lit the world on fire, I'm with you. Carson Wentz, be quiet. But he didn't. Again, experience, expertise. I'm not going to toot my own horn. I'll let Marcellus Wiley do it. But when I first got this job, Bucky Brooks, from what I heard, a lot of people were contending for this seat. Several people texted Marcellus, hey, bro.
Several? You mean dozens?
Sel, remember what I did for you way back when? Hey, Sel, look out for Big Dog. I didn't really text Marcellus because I let my work speak. I texted him twice.
I'm about to say,
I texted him twice. But, Bucky, here's the thing. Now that I've been in the chair, I would hope that I have shown, okay, wait a second. Acho has excelled amongst the rest. If I was just in here like a slouch, you know, giving off mediocre takes like Marcellus, then I would understand that people were going to be upset. But instead, I came here, suits was on point, takes was on point, thoughts was on point. Jalen Hurts hasn't yet done that. So Carson Wentz has every right to still be upset, and he has a right to be wise and protect the Eagles and himself by not speaking.
See, Acho, I love you, big dog. I told you you're a rider. No matter what direction you point, Acho is going to give you full gasoline. Sometimes he just goes the wrong place. He goes the wrong direction. This is not how Acho is going to raise the kids he doesn't have right now. This is not something he's going to tell his kids. This is proper behavior. This is what I want you guys to do and emulate. Don't lie, Acho, because if that's the case, then Whitlock should call me up and say, yo, this Acho dude ain't me. So what'd it do? Or you want that situation? Because that's how Carson Wentz is sounding right now. Oh, it's about how 1-3 is looking. How did you look? You look the worst in the league. You, as Bucky said, you didn't look the worst for franchise quarterbacks. You look the worst for all quarterbacks. It's insane, Acho. Don't go up here lying like this. We all know this from our media relations, our media one-on-one training we all had as professional athletes. We know how to be media savvy. Whether you want to or not, you know how to do it. And media one-on-one says the questions aren't important. Your answers are. Hello, Carson Wentz. You know how to answer this the way you need to make yourself look good and make the organization look good and still speak your truth. You know why I know that? because you've been through bad performances, bad games, bad situations, and you found a way to address the media, to address your critics. But somehow, some way, this situation, you can't. Acho once again came up here lying to the people.
And lying.
Yeah, you did.
No lies,
because
America.
You know what's funny? Acho loves to show you a full screen that shows pace. Listen here, America. Why I don't like full screens with pace is because it assumes a uniform performance. It says if you did this for this long, you're going to continue to do that. You know why that's wrong, Acho? Because if you would have showed me a pace full screen in week 5, it would have said Russell Wilson's going to win the MVP. Oh, what about week 11 with the Steelers? They're going to go undefeated. Acho, your boy Carson Wentz did this to himself. Now, all we want you to do is just tell everybody what we already saw. State the obvious.
State the obvious. And Acho, I know you